All right, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Ben Taylor, and you are at the Balearic Yacht Show. We're on the Elite Services in Superyachts conference. So first, let me introduce the guests. So we've got Peter Vogel from Luxury Hospitality. Peter, do say hello and just introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. Yes, Peter Vogel, Luxury Hospitality Management. I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit more about what we do later. Very nice to be here.
Okay, and we've got Xisco Notario from Evolution Yacht Agents.
Hello everybody, how are you? Happy to be here. I'm just in Evolution Yacht for 10 years and I'm happy to be here and to talk a bit about our experience in the yacht.
All right, fantastic. So we're going to be going into the types of clients you guys serve and the challenges that arise from that. Also looking quite specifically into the leadership and the communication challenges that we faced this year. And of course, how the Balearics present opportunity to serve this kind of clientele. So let's dive in. So to get everyone on the same page, and let's go to Peter first. What your clients look like? What's their kind of profile? What changes have you seen in your clients over 2020?
Wow. Well, the profile itself is quite simple. It's yachts from 30 meters all the way up to 180 meters, ranging, depending on how much crew is on there, wherever they are in the world, basically. We further to that, we actually work with luxury residences and corporates as well. But within this scheme, it's the 30 to 80 meter yachts. The changes. Well, it's different, isn't it? People can't travel. We can't travel. And it's been this kind of wave. Beginning of the year when it happened, it was like, okay, so what are we going to do? What are we going to support the clients with? What do they want, right? And then obviously there was the second wave that came through. We kind of went back to training again. We traveled all over Europe and into the Caribbean, and then it all got shut down again. So at the moment, I guess, creativity is what I look at. What can you do to still kind of provide what we already used to do with most of the clients that we have a long-term relationship with? One of the things we've done is cocktail training, virtual cocktail training, which is obviously very cool. The only thing is we can't taste it anymore. But they love it. Boats love it. Chief stews love it. Captains love it. So, why not? So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that, we brought to the table, to see what else we could do. And I think the other real new topic is, if the best way to describe it is well-being. Anything to do with well-being, how to keep motivated, how to keep people energized, how to, really think about, how people could potentially be damaged by this COVID situation. And we were very early on working with boats, from the Caribbean or in the Caribbean. We were working with boats actually in Palma. We were working with boats all over to make sure that the crew was getting the support that they needed. And the captain actually had a sounding board because the messages all over the world were so different from the beginning onwards. Two other topics I think that have come to light since we got this whole COVID-19 thing happening. One is team building. So virtual half-day sessions or day sessions with teams, really uniting what we normally do in person, basically just go virtual with it. And, like you've done with this show now, you've gone virtual. It's awesome. It sounds and feels like, my day-to-day these days, about 10 of these calls, really, really awesome. And the last thing that I think COVID-19 really changed in a way is the way we look at food safety and sanitation. Obviously there wasn't really a big focus on that before COVID-19, whilst in any other industry that is, present. We had been working on something with the Maritime Food Authority before COVID-19 hit. And since COVID-19 basically came in, we've been training that online, multiple times already. So yeah, we've had to address all of this. We had to adjust, we had to change, but it hasn't stopped. It's actually just ensured that there's a whole different reality these days around what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. There's certainly that shift. And we're going to go more into the people side of things that you've touched on. But Xisco, I'll pass to you. If you could describe your client profile and what they look like, and what sorts of things have arisen in 2020.
Okay, yes, well, we are Yacht Agents, okay? We are a company that we have clients for 20 meters until 150 meters boats. We are a company that we provide assistance with concierge, provisions, customs, logistics. So this year has been very, very different to the rest, because we faced the COVID problem. In the beginning, we have provided many assistance to the boats because with the lockdown, we had many clients here in the island, so we provide assistance to the crew where they were inside of the boats. And then also many boats were on the way to the Mediterranean, okay, in order to be positioned for the season. And we have provided also to them assistance in order to arrive to Spain in our case, no? So in this year, we have provided also many assistance for the crew members with COVID information, COVID test, providing many travel letters for the crew members that should join the boats, or for the crew members that should return homes. Also, we have faced the thing is that we face the problem that many of our clients, imagine our clients are very top clients, the owners of the boats or people that rent the boats. So, but we also, like Peter, we deal directly with the crew, no? So we faced the problem due to COVID that many of our clients could not arrive to Spain, like Americans, Russians, Arabs. But the ones we have here in the island, we could provide all the support, assistance, etc. It had been a bit difficult because all the problems we have faced now with the COVID, etc., when we delivered things on board as provisions, spares, orders, COVID-free, because we have to ensure first of all that everything is COVID-free, and well, it has been different, really different decision to work with them, but really happy because I think we have been very helpful with this strange situation, and provide all the assistance to them. No, that's been very nice, different but very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's focus on people because they can kind of make or break a boat in terms of its operations and delivering on services in charter and ownership. Peter, I believe you've done quite a lot of work on this, evolving around the communications on board and how crew can communicate with each other, and also there's a whole new set of challenges, especially with well-being, which you've already touched on. And I've heard a few different perspectives of thinking of a yacht as the home of the crew, which of course it is, but that kind of switches a mindset and a whole different set of needs. So if you'd like to expand on that, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I guess our main focus is the people, right? The crew or the staff, for that matter, in businesses and palaces. But at the end of the day, I mean, what we do when we go on board or when we work with teams is, we really want to help create, healthy and effective leadership cultures. And that's obviously very broad, because under that, there's a whole, like I always look at it as a big umbrella, and we've got all these different services that eventually help the crew to actually feel at home. You just hit on that. I think when you're on a boat, it is so close to being your workplace all the time. And at the same time, you've got to have a home. You've got to feel at home as you are so far away from your family and friends. And especially during COVID-19 times, this is what is challenging. Now, when you're looking at that, the main issue we see on any boat, for that matter, when we're having any kind of challenges, is that the lack of communication. The communication breaks down between the people, between the departments. It might, break down with the HODs. It might break down with the owners or the suppliers, or anyone around the circle, I guess, of the yacht. where we see the biggest challenges is people do not actually communicate effectively anymore. And all they need to do is, zone out again, look at each other, respect each other, understand that they're all different. Everyone on that vessel is unique. They bring something to the table that that I guess the captain or anyone who hired eventually the person, they've looked at them and said, there is something in you that we like, and we want to bring that to the mix of people that we have on board. So let's find a way to, unite this wonderful team that we have, and then actually create the most amazing service, offer that we can think of for our charter guest or for the owner that, has the boat. So the biggest challenge at this stage would be communication. And I'm actually interested in Xisco to see if Xisco has actually got similar kind of challenges when it comes to communication.
Yes, Peter, we have the same challenge for sure. The thing is that we also deal directly with the crew, no, and we just need to feel them like at home, no, because I think it is very. I think it's very hard, no, to live on board, and when the guest or the owner is on board, imagine the stress they have. We always say that we are the crew ashore, and trying to provide to all of them the best assistance. And you are right when you say about the communications, no? Sometimes when we have a meeting on board, immediately we can feel if the communications inside of the boat between the crew is perfect or there is something missing, sometimes like agents of the boats, we try to do our best in order to keep all the crew communicated, updated about what's going on, because sometimes we feel the same you were saying, no, that the information inside of the boat is missing. For us, as I told you, we deal directly with the crew, not with the guest, and we try to keep them very updated about everything. To feel them like at home, this is very important. Supported, as you said, we try to treat them like family, because I think that it's very important for them. No, they are away from home, and it's not only a working relationship. No, we try to feel each crew member special, that we understand their needs, and for sure try to provide them the best service, but always with a friendly face, and to keep them special, no, to treat them special, no, to feel them special. I think is very important. But you're right that sometimes immediately we see that between inside of a boat they are. There's a problem of the lack of communication between them, no? And as agents from ashore, we try to unify all the crew in this sense, no?
Yeah, absolutely. So one important part relating to people is leadership, and obviously with so many complicated tasks taking place on board relating to the yacht or the guest, leadership can present a lot of challenges. So how do you guys educate crew on this, and what sorts of leadership systems really work, and how can they discover different structures that may be used on other yachts to improve their own? We'll go straight to Peter on this one, and I'll come straight to you, Xisco, on the next question. So Peter, kick us off on this one.
Yeah, no, for sure. Actually, so leadership is a big understanding. I mean, it's everywhere. It's kind of a buzzword lately in the industry. I guess I'm lucky that in my career, I was on cruise ships first, where it was corporate. So from there, 5 years climbing the ladder, basically really understanding how corporates work. I then came in to this industry, and I ended up on Lady Mora, which was at the time one of the biggest boats, and I loved it. But what is interesting is the boats, when I came into this industry, initially, I didn't feel like people were actually looking at the boats as if they were businesses. They were still at that time, and this is obviously a long time ago. I mean, I'm looking at 21, 22 years ago, 97, 24 years ago that I stepped on my first yacht. And that was the biggest difference I saw. There was no real focus on actually looking at the vessel as a business. So people were using it as toys, as fun places. They were kind of, they didn't really want all the rules. They didn't want all the regulations. Now, Lady Mora was most probably not the best example there. I know of a lot of other boats that really didn't follow all the rules. But what the difference was, Ben, when I basically started to move into my next role, which was after Lady Mora, I was headhunted by Vulcan Maritime to help set up the Big Octopus, which is currently out from the late Paul Allen. We then run Octopus, Tatouche, Meduse, the 3 boats that he had. And he gave me some of the best business advices that I've the best lessons, I guess, I've learned over the years. And one of the big things that they did within Vulcan, they looked at every business unit. So a boat was a business unit. And basically with that, we were introduced to proper personal development and leadership training. And I'll be honest with you, there were a lot of people on the boat that hated it. They were not impressed by the idea of, having to step into the corporate world. But it was the best thing that ever happened. We were dealing with massive turnover at the time, 60, 70%, which completely vanished once we've implemented some of the some of the leadership training that they offered at the time through their corporation. They introduced it, they made it yachty, which was absolutely amazing. But that's back in 2003, 2004. Now, I think it took till about 2007, 2008 for it to be properly introduced into our industry, where, companies were starting to offer leadership development training, personal development training to the crew, to the HODs, to eventually, organizations. And now, if I now look back, it's a common thing. I mean, it's available. Obviously, we offer it, but I know there's other people offering it. And people truly embrace the idea that you can be a better version of yourself at this stage. And why not embrace the fact that you can learn how to be a good leader? No, not many people were born good leaders. I'll be honest with you. If I now look at some of the boats, similar to what Xisco said, when you step onto the gangway, you kind of feel the energy already. And it's like, okay, am I going to have a good day on here? Or am I going to have a really challenging day with a lot of pushback on some of these thoughts that I might bring to the table that people do not always embrace? There are many different leadership styles. Most of us know the one where, it's my way or the highway. And I guess the more modern approach to that is that there are many ways of doing things. And it's up to the person in charge to actually get the best out of their people. And to learn that part, there is, for some people, quite a lengthy road to actually really explore the idea that maybe there is another way that could be better. So we see that a lot at the moment on the boats. It's happening. The last 10 years has been a massive change within the industry. And it's a wonderful thing to actually experience that people are open to that now. The good thing is, I guess, with COVID-19, people do have a bit more time. They have a bit more time to explore. They have a bit more time to be open to the idea, am I already the best version of me, or do I have some room for improvement? Can I open up my mind to actually new ideas? Will that be available to me? And then basically they go out there. And that's really, truly a movement throughout this whole industry at the moment, I think, is that people have all had time to reflect, really reflect. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Peter. That's a really good insight on the whole leadership topic. Xisco, if we jump to yourself, what shifts in client wants have we seen? So 2020 has been different for the obvious reasons, but have you experienced clients actually asking for different services as a result? And look, if you can go into specific case studies without breaking confidentiality and NDAs and all that sort of thing, then you're welcome to do so. That would be really good to hear about. Yeah,
the thing is that, well, during the years, we can see that the clients, now they just want different experiences, And for sure, imagine, no, the quality of the service that you have to provide to them has to be excellent, no? For us, it is nice because every day is different, and when we open the office, we say, okay, let's see what's going on today, no? Because always is a big surprise. And during my 10 years working in the industry, every year I receive new requests that they say, come on, how we're going to manage to do this, no? Well, this, for example, this year has been very nice because we had a very good client of us that they just wanted a table reservation in the restaurant of Adrián Keklas here in Palma, okay? And it was completely booked and there was no table available for them, no? And for us, it was very important to manage to get a table, no? Because they love this chef. Well, we have in our company a service that is the kitchen on board. We have a contract with 5 Michelin chef stars, and we don't manage to get the table for our clients, but due to the service we provide, Kitchen of Spain, we managed to bring the chef, the Michelin chef star, on board. And we organize on board for our clients, the chef with his team, cooking on board, and it was an amazing experience. No, it was very nice. Our clients, this is what they are looking for: the difference. No, the difference, to live a different experience. No, and for them, in this case, it was amazing. Not get the table at the restaurants, but bring the chef on board and cook especially and only for them. No, this is an example about what our clients are looking for. No, they are looking for these different things, new experiences, and for sure always provide the best service. No. We can for sure provide many services, tours, etc. But now are more specialized on create experiences with the wow factor, no, for the guest or for the owner. I think this is now very important because the normal things they can find everywhere, but different things, special ones, experiences that they will never forget. This is what we want to provide to our clients, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. If you can't get in the restaurant, bring the chef out the restaurant.
Amazing. We should do it in 24 hours, but it was nice. It was really nice. And then thanks to the private contract we have with some Michelin chef stars, we can provide this special service, no, for them. It was nice. It was very nice.
Right, fantastic. So, looking forward, let's try not to be miserable and say it's going to be different and horrible. I completely support there's lots of change and there's difficulties that come with that. But let's have a bit of an optimistic view of the next few years, certainly 3-5 years ahead, and potentially touch on new revenue streams that have arisen over 2020. We'll go straight back to Xisco on this. If you'd like to comment on that, that would be good.
Yeah, the thing is that we feel very positive in the following years in regard to the yacht industry, because this year, and we get in touch with many of our clients now, and the best is that they want to continue coming to Palma de Mallorca. During this year, during the season, we receive practically every day many phone calls, many emails asking, are we allowed to come? Are we able to come? Because we want to come, no? But due to some government regulations and due to some nationalities not being allowed to come to Palma or to Spain, sorry, they were not able. But they are just waiting to receive the permission to come to Spain, and many of our clients, they just want to come, and they are just waiting that they unlock the situation due to COVID in order to come. So we feel very, very positive in regards to the next season, and quite sure if the destination, it is true that it is ready around March, etc., and they are allowed to come. I think for example, next year, the next season, I think they will be very good, because people want to come to Spain. Our clients just want to come, guests also, and I feel very positive in this regards for sure.
Brilliant. And Peter?
Yes, well, same, Xisco, super positive, especially for the Spanish coastline, to be honest, and not only the Balearics, but you've got some incredible ports being developed. One of the closest one to you is Alicante, which obviously is going to help you get more boats towards the Balearics. So I think there is massive stuff happening there. I think when it comes to ourselves, we see obviously a hell of a lot of online services happening right now. I mean, our leadership programs are going through the roof. Everybody is happy to do it either alone, individually, and they follow a whole journey of 3 to 6 months, or we see people now properly taking their whole HOD team. You know, captain says, look, let's do this together, let's develop, and this is online, we can do that, right? We don't have to always go to the boat. So it's more of a blended approach. But the other thing that we see, and you're a big example of this, Ben, with the Balearics Yacht Show, we are developing, we've always done this in the past. We did conferences, seminars, events for organizations that we work with or for boats. And we're doing those, we're developing those for online delivery right now, which is absolutely awesome. It shows that, you know, we're moving into, you know, we're really revolutionizing, which you're part of this, but, you know, digital for the industry, basically, it's all happening. One of the things, I mean, just to talk about a wow factor that Xisco just mentioned, we were asked a few months ago to do a well-being event, and we basically brought a live band, which we had playing for 100 staff members that were crisscross all over the world. Who all zoned in. There was a live performance. They could ask for the songs that they wanted to hear about. And we basically gave them instructions as to what drinks they should have next to their laptops so that we could have an absolutely incredible evening. You know, that's what's happening. That's a new revenue stream. I can totally see that would be cool. And I think that the last one that I would love to share, because it is something that we're offering to owners, is our latest edition is handwriting events. So handwriting reading events. So basically super cool. Basically people, you know, it's all online. They show their handwriting, and then there's this whole reading happening with a small group of guests, basically. We obviously can do that with crew as well, but you know, the fun part here is that we got to also come up with some new things for the guests, because they normally get a live band on board, or they normally get things to happen on board, and they can't have all that right now. So, you know, come up and be creative, and I see the future brightly. I mean, I think there's just new revenue streams coming out everywhere, and this industry is far from dead. I mean, we're gonna rock it.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's all been disrupted. There's plenty of new ventures and new things happening. It's great to see in the industry. So guys, that's all we've got time for. So thank you, Peter Vogel from Luxury Hospitality for coming on, and Xisco Notario from Evolution Yacht Agents. Thank you to yourself as well. Guys, you've been listening to the Balearic Yacht Show, Elite Services in Superyachts Conference. So Peter and Xisco are around. They'll be online to answer all your questions, and they're happy to answer any inquiries or specific questions you may have for them. But thank you again to our guests, and have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Thank you very much.